2005 brought around the Terra Grigia panic. This was a T-virus outbreak that happened on the floating city of Terra Grigia. The outbreak was caused by a terrorist organization known as Veltro. The terrorist group Veltro had orders to carry out this attack from the Federal Bioterrorism Commission, or FBC for short. FBC, led by a man named Morgan Lansdale, wanted to boost the importance of his organization. Luckily, an agency known as TerraSave spent most of their time helping survivors. One survivor to note is a little girl by the name of Natalie. She'll become important in our story later. Eventually things got out of hand and Lansdale ordered a satellite-wide destruction of the city. By the time of 2006, bioterrorism basically just becomes everyone's problem. Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine were now working for the BSAA, which stands for the Bioterrorism Security Alliance. It's basically STARS, but it's international and it's got better funding. They were tasked with the mission of uncovering evidence that linked the Terra Grigia panic to Veltro. During the investigation, they uncover the whole truth about Lansdale planning the whole thing all along. But not only that, they find that Clive R. O'Brien, the head of the BSA, was pulling the strings on Veltro all along. So Jill and Chris prevent anyone else from getting their hands on the T-virus, only to be double-crossed by another BSAA member named Jessica. Jessica, who has a sample of the T-virus on her, then gives it over to Tricell, the company that Wesker said he was working for at the end of Resident Evil 4. And then Jill Valentine gets some juicy intel about the possible location of Oswell E. Spencer. The same Oswell E. Spencer that basically started all of this. So Jill Valentine goes to track him down, but by the time she gets there, she realizes that Oswell E. Spencer is already dead. He's been murdered by Albert Wesker, who had a bit of a tantrum when he learned about his true creation in Project W, kinda like how Sephiroth does in Final Fantasy VII. So Jill and Wesker then get into this really big fight that results in the both of them smashing through a window, seemingly dead. But no, nobody dies that easy in Resident Evil. Jill is then taken back to Tricell by Wesker to be his test subject, but her body is resistant to the T-virus, so he just brainwashes her instead.